Hello everyone. I'm Neela. I'm a member of research group in SRM Research Institute. I'll be doing this presentation on behalf of my colleague Dr. Sridhar Rao. He couldn't be here because of a client meeting. The model works something like this. SRM Nokia Open Innovation Lab is located in Chennai, and we at SRM Research Institute in Bangalore provide support to the students so that they can carry forward their project work. So right now, there are 6 projects happening on the MeGo platform. 3 of them are uploaded in the ODI store, 1 is ongoing, 1 is completed, and 1 was stopped due to lack of support. The second year students are carrying forward Windows Mobile work. So 4 of them are ongoing right now. I'll be talking about the projects in the next few slides. Restricted to application development is what the issue is currently. We want more system level work. Since Research Institute is involved, it's a little too, there's lack of support and there's not much of motivation from the students' end. So these are some of the projects that we worked on. 3 of them are in the ODI store, and MyCF is part of it. So this maintains all records related to patient history. So some of the details that can be added to this are appointment, symptom, investigation, surgery, drug, allergen, vaccine, family history, etc. And it is simple to use, and the input format would be the text or image. Image takes in CT scans, the X-rays, etc. So it also has notifications for appointments. The next tab is ISB and Keeper. This is also in the ODI store. It keeps tracks of books that you come across in day-to-day life. You can take a picture of the ISB and barcode, and the ISB and Keeper automatically fetches required information from the The EcoToys is also part of the ODI store. It is used to create awareness among the masses in a very entertaining manner. So this was part of the purposeful entertainment set of apps. It is very much similar to the paper toys that you would have come across. So it has 3 bins for metal, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. And the waste comes in varying speed and direction. So you have to walk it in the right way. So the localization support was the next step, which could not be completed because of lack of technical support. So this was some of the issues that we faced due to it. So the main functionality of the app was to port Dhwani TTS to the Nokia platform. Porting of the Dhwani was an issue, so it had to be stopped due to lack of technical support. The next app was large-scale information gathering. It is to help in maneuvering yourself in traffic. It gives information such as accidents that are recently happening, public infrastructure such as potholes which are close by, traffic conditions, and community Twitter is something to do with tweeting messages within a community. SenseMe was a context-aware application, and it would come up with to-do lists, etc. based on location. The Funky Weather Report was the next app, which comes up with features like context awareness, fetching weather based on where you are. Water clock tells you how much of water you need to drink every day, and suggestions for the day comes up with what you need to carry in case, based on the climatic conditions. Windy weather comes up with one-liners saying today is a hot day, so go have a bash in a water park or something like that. Sententia is a natural language processing app. What it does is, apart from lesser operations like sentence check, spell check, etc., it tells you if a sentence is politically correct, and does tense checks and provides synonyms. Teacher One-Stop Solution was the next app, and it provides features like maintaining tab of all the students. It does lesson planning. It is capable of recording sessions, and it stores teaching learning material, and it has provision for web scholar, organizer, and evaluator tells you how well a teacher is doing, and EduDev is storing contact information of everyone, key people in the education department, and the notifier tells you of important conferences, meetings, etc. Cryptos is the last app that I will be talking about. This was mainly focused on creating a very robust encryption software, and the basic algorithms roped into it were XOR masking and data sanitization. So for the future, we would require more system level rather than app development, because it leads to lack of focus from the students' end. It's not actually considered as academic work to develop apps.